Welcome back. Yes, saizi I don't want to shout. Saizi nimekuja na upole because kidogo I have very amazing pretty looking ladies in the house with me. Na sitaki kuwashtua. Sitaki washindwe, hey, huku ni wapi tumekuja, So allow me to introduce me and them in a very calm manner. Unajua mgeni akikuja unamkaribishanga pole pole. They don't have to see the whole side that's so scary about you, But I introduced myself earlier with that voice, and so yes, if you missed it, please rush pale YouTube. It's gonna be uploaded. But anyways, this is Why in the Morning. Yes, and this is on Y254 channel. You can find us on all social media platforms. To go Facebook, TikTok, name it. Anywhere we are there at Y254 channel. And pale Facebook is where we have our post. And we take comments. Tumekuwa tukisoma, tumekuwa tukiangalia, and it has been a very engaging session that we had. We were being spiritually fed. Nilikuwa nasikia nikaa niko kanisa. Sijui nyinyi mlikuwa mnasikia aje, And knowing that that's what I love, I just felt like, oh my God, we should just keep doing this. Next time tutawapea 2 hours straight. Kabisa, we do this because why not? Anyways, I am not here alone. I am here with pretty looking damsels. Karibu tu hivi niseme eti kama uko single, lakini we hapana. Wacha hiyo story niachane nayo. Nisitaki kutoka hapa nipatwe na wapoa wa watu, nipigwe, niambiwe nilikuwa nasema nini hiyo on air. Anyways, I'm Eliza Kimani and I'll be your host for this session. Yes. And so we're going to start with the one who's seated immediately next to me. She is dressed in pink. Guys, mnajua mimi na colors. So please, if it's not pink, msinipige, don't come at me, okay? Yes. And she is the amazing Hannah Wanjiku. So we're going to start with her, get to know her names and what she does. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning. Thank you for the advantage and for the chance of coming and being here with you. My name is Hannah Wanjiku, a student from Technical University of Kenya, pursuing civil engineering, and a young CEO of a brand by the name Juicy Thrift, where you get all the fancy outfits you may want, from dresses, ladies outfits, and men outfits also. We have all of them there. We also on all social media platforms, you'll find there our brand. It's there, and you can go and check for very cute and affordable outfits, even for our comrades out there.
Amazing. Yeah, so usivae vile unataka, Outfits are there. You have no right not to look okay, Hakuna. You must look nice. That's what she has told us. Amazing. Thank you so much, Hannah. So we get to Joy Nyambura. Good morning, Joy.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Joy Nyambura, a student at the Technical University of Kenya, a model, the current Miss Technical University of Kenya.
Amazing.
And the next Miss Face of Africa, which is, I'm contesting it. It will be on 25th April.
Okay, yes. You got it. We give you the blessings. Tumetoka kuhubiriwa, so we carry that power. You gotta get it. Believe in yourself. Me napenda models. I am not one myself. I cannot catwalk like they do, but na watoleanga kufia sana. So you got it. Just you have the body, the looks for a model. So yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Amazing. So we get to Mercy Mwende. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. My name is Mercy Mwende. I am a financial accountant by profession, and I am transitioning into digital marketing and social media management. I am currently managing a social media page for a group called AIC Bomani Youth. So if you get time, please go on TikTok and Instagram and follow us at AIC Bomani Youth for more tea. Thank you.
Amazing. Yes. So you now know everyone that I am here with. Na umeona venye ni warembo, Sitaki kuongea sana. Nata siongei sana, guys. I am not. We have a CEO, we have a model, she's a social media manager. It's all round, So if you need anything in regards to the field of study or something that you've had them mention, DM them. They'll give us their platforms after we are done. So DM them, get to reach out to them, and let's do this together. Yes, if it's business, you can do business together. If you need models, if you need to learn, definitely she would teach you how to model and catwalk. Sijui kama inaitwa catwalk, nisikuwe nasema vitu zangu. Yeah, but yes, this is a free platform. They're here for you. They're here to serve you, and since they're here, usiteseke ama ukae tu hapo hivyo hujui vitu na wako hapo watusaidie. The earlier conversation we had was about they said they are a community. Yes, please, nisiwaite kitu yenye si how. A community that comes together of young people who are Christians, and they do a lot of hymns and pray and read the Bible together. And now for me, I think that is a very impactful thing to do, but most young people kidogo mahali wanasikia wanaimba hymns alafu wanaomba, they don't really like that. I don't know, probably you can tell us a little bit of what you think before we get to dive into our main conversation. You can tell us, probably we start with you, Hannah. What do you think about that initiative?
Okay, so when it comes to most of the youths, they avoid like churches mostly and church things because they are not like involved and allowed to do it like according to their way. Like you just give them the freedom. If it's dance, let them dance the way they want, as long as like it's decent, still spiritual, like it's not going against the church. Like give them the freedom. If they want to have like to make it lively, just give them, that's what will attract them more to the church. So I feel like most of the youths don't like to go to church because they have a lot of restriction and they are not allowed to express themselves the way they want to. Yes, so I think that's if there is freedom, that is, and I think it will attract more youths to the church and church activities.
Amazing. What do you think, Jai?
As for me, I'll say that most youths have now turned into like these the street churches, like maybe the city lighters, churches that don't have maybe roles, like how you can see how Anglican it is, how Catholic it is. So most of the youths have turned into churches that are in the streets, of which even others even don't go to churches, but spiritually they are good. That's why like you will find most youths going to That's why you won't find most youths going to churches like ACK, like the Catholic or the PCO or the IPCA. You'll find most youths, maybe if there is a crusade, maybe in Uhuru Park, they'll be there. Like the previous, there was the Rema Fest. There were so many youths who are there. So like I think that's what the youths want. They don't want the restriction, because in our generation, we don't like being restricted to doing things that we love or we do. Yes, we can go to churches, but the church will be like, oh, you've dressed like this, you should dress trousers like that. As we don't like that. Yes.
Amazing. So let's get to hear from Mercy.
I was so blessed to be here, as I got earlier on. I am currently managing a Christian social media page for the youths. And one thing I can say is that from the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. And this is a generation that yearns to know Christ. And the moment they are being restricted in churches, we parents need to sit down and think about it, because it is these parents who've given birth to us. And it is not our fault that we're Gen Zs. You just need to sit down and understand from what perspectives do these Gen Zs think and do their things as well. So I really encourage, go to church as Gen Zs, please, and take them for being them. Correct them, rebuke them, but with love. The one person who was supposed to throw a stone at a sinner, Christ didn't do that. He was the only one who was supposed to throw a stone at a sinner, but he just didn't. So I urge people in churches, the elders, the parents, the millennials, to just accommodate for them for being them and mentor them through that journey.
Amazing. Yes, so at least we have gotten a connection from what conversation we had earlier to now. Na sasa umesikia, you've heard what they have had to say in regards to that. They are young ladies. So listening from their perspective is still good. Ndio pia wewe, before you get, if you are still skeptical, weighing, should I get born again? Should I do this or not? You've heard from them, okay? Yes, and today's conversation is, we have an interesting question that we are asking. Ni nini who cause jealousy between female friends? Yes, we are all females. We all have friends. So we would like to know what really causes jealousy, because I am very sure every one of us here has experienced. That is something that is very true. They have experienced jealousy between female friends, be it you are dressed up vizuri kumshinda, be it because of a boyfriend, be it because you're smart in school more than them. Things, reasons, so many reasons. So let's get to start from Joy. Joy, what do you think are some of the things, probably from your experience or growing up, or your interactions or stories you've had from people? What do you think are the main reasons or main causes of jealousy among female friends?
I can say one thing: female are enemies to female. That's like something that has always been there. You can't find, like, it's rarely to find a lady like your friend who's really like appreciating about your growth and stuff. There is that jealousy that will come with it, you see. So maybe in terms of relationship, you have this kind of fiance and maybe he's good and maybe your friend is single, or he desires to have a fiance like yours. So hapo unapatanga mambo za kugongeana inatokea nini, but sasa like that enmity, that jealousy is what that even will break your friendship. That's, I can say it's like a personal experience that I've experienced it from a friend. So like I know these kind of friends, even they will never like see you, like they will never even like, maybe you've succeeded in something, they'll like congratulating you. It will be like, I'm congratulating you because others are doing, but it's not a genuine.
Because they want to.
Yes, but not, it's a genuine congratulations. Maybe you've achieved in something. Yeah, so I feel like females, as ladies, we are enemies to
Just
our
among
fellow ladies.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, Hannah, please tell us what you think about that.
So yes, if I emphasize on Joy's point, mostly it's competition. It comes with competition. Like, what is your fiance or maybe your partner able to provide and mine is not able, or like even it's not in relationship wise, it's like TikTok, social media platforms, you have a huge following. Maybe if you do a video with her, maybe you receive more compliments than her. So jealousy comes mostly because of competition among ladies.
Amazing. So, Mercy, tell us your take on that.
Well, so for me, I think jealousy in female friendships comes when you think when you're getting attention, like more attention, unlike them. For example, the three of you, napata more attention from, let's say, the director, and you guys are not. So it brings that aspect of jealousy, because you think that kwani ni yeye special, ni yeye ana make it peke yake, and stuff like that, man. But it is my prayer that as time goes by, man, people get to be girls cheering girls on. Yeah.
Amazing. So I've heard Hannah say about online platforms. We have TikTok, sana, that's where most people post. So after this, you guys take photos and you're like, we were on TV today, guys. Now we post pale TikTok and your friends are watching and they're like, what? She was on TV. Na mimi hata sijaenda anywhere. Yeah. So how do we handle it? Because now, will I not post my favorite photos because you're gonna feel bad? Like, how do you think we should actually come to handle that? Let's get to hear from Joy. What you think we should do, because now siezi underdress ndo asisikie vibaya, siezi kosa kupost picha mzuri with my nice phone because they are going to feel bad. So how do we handle that, or what should we do? Because put yourself in the shoe of you're also a lady, labda pia wewe unaonea mwingine wivu, because it's an all round thing. Yeah.
I think that we should just remove that jealousy from ourselves. We should be like people who love to appreciate the good things that happen to our friends. Like, your friend might be in trouble and she'll come back to you. So if you have that jealousy, you won't even help her, or maybe you are the one in trouble. When you go to her and she'll be like, she usually like this and this, so she won't help you. So maybe if you remove that jealousy, even we'll grow, even as ladies, we like appreciate, even maybe if you're like, you've achieved in something, maybe you are now become Like now I'm a model, maybe I win that Miss Face of Africa and go to South Africa. Like my friends should be the one to be my first people to comment on me and to congratulate me, other than like the other fans that I have. My circle should be the one that should be happy for me. I should not expect that most of my fans, even that I don't know them, they're the ones happy than my closest circle. Yeah, so we should just remove that jealousy from ourselves and become girl, like bring that sisterhood, bring that girlhood, bring that womanhood, like, yeah.
Amazing. So probably, Hannah, you can tell us what are some of the ways we can get rid of jealousy, because it is something that's inbuilt. Yeah, I wanted that. Where did you get it? It just comes automatically. Someone just got umeenda interview pamoja, yeye ndo amechukuliwa, utasikia vibaya. But now, how do we handle that, because it's getting out of hand?
Okay. So I personally believe in clapping for others until your time comes to be clapped for. So I still believe like a jealous person most of the time does not get blessings, even from not the spiritual side, because I believe like if you're jealous, like you don't attract blessings like when you have a pure heart. So just appreciate others for the time being. It's not like your time is coming, and also from appreciating the person with a pure heart, you may get an opportunity from there. So it's just a matter of appreciating someone and being congratulating her when it's her time or his time until your time comes. So yes, you attract blessings with a pure heart. So I think that is basically what we need to have to avoid jealousy. Yes.
Amazing. So Mercy, you've told us that you are handling a social media platform for a church. So that means you interact mostly with people who are born again. But jealousy, haijui umeokoka, that is the problem. It cuts across everywhere. So what are some of the ways people get jealous among Christian youths that you have probably watched or pointed out? Unajua watu wa social media, hakuna, like if you want to know anything about church, who did what, hawa ndo wanajuanga hizo vitu zote, because they see sisi tumefunga macho, we are soaking in the presence yako hapa na acha nisirudi huko, lakini yes, you guys come across and you see a lot. So probably what are some of the things that you can point out that bring jealousy among the church people?
First, let me acknowledge being jealous, it reflects so much about your insecurities. Portraying jealousy out here is more about your inside than the outside. Mm-hmm. And one thing I have gotten to learn as a content creator and a social media manager is that it's like a coin. It has two sides. There are days when everyone will applaud what you're doing, and there are days when what I feel you've been applauded so much and they get frustrated and the coin flips and now they're not happy about it. I think pia inakuanga na aspect ya I am older than you. Why are you young? You're young, you're just 22. Umekuja, umepewa hizo macheo zote hapa man. Si tumekuwa hapa tuko 27, 28, hatuwezi. We've gone to big schools, we've done big courses. Why are we not the ones who are doing what you're doing? So it narrows down to your insecurities, man. Kitu tu umebeba kwa roho yako, ndo utaoneshana huko nje. And I have learned to just know that there are days when people will applaud you. There are days when they will applaud you to just show the crowd that, yeah, we are together, we are doing it. But deep down, it's not that, man. So, saa zingine ni ngumu, but tunapambana tu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. So I'd love us to now narrow or put ourselves in the shoes of the people who are actually getting jealous. So I want us to think, okay, like the example I had given earlier, I tell my friend, personally I share, if I see job opportunities, I always share with my friends. So probably we decide, sisi wote hatuna kazi, we're going for this interview, tumeva vizuri, tumengara and everything. I know I got this, I've prayed about it, and then after the results are out, my friend gets the job and I don't. And I'm here, I have bills to pay. I really, God, you know how much I wanted this job, but imeenda na rafiki yangu. And then there's the pinch of feeling sad about it, the pinch of feeling, kwani yeye ndo better kunishinda, ni nini yako nayo yenye I don't have, and it gets to us. But now how should we handle it from a personal level? Because now it gets to jealousy when I take action in regards to it. Probably nimwaribie ama nimcut off ama hata nimdiscourage or anything, or go telling other people I'll cheat or anything. But there's a way probably I can contain it before it explodes. Because I love saying that sisi ndo bosses of our own minds, bosses of our own bodies. Whatever it is you want to do is wewe ndo unaweza chagua kama utafanya ama hautafanya. So maybe you can get to hear from Hannah. The first thing I should do, nimesikia vibaya, nimekasirika, but this is my friend. How should I contain this or avoid letting this jealousy trickle down to even affecting her?
Okay. So I think from that, if we use that situation, okay, if the right methods are used, if we all went for the interview and maybe for reasons it was seen best to take her instead of you, okay, I don't see any problem. I don't see any reason why you should be jealous. There are frustrations, there are disappointments, of course. You have bills and everything to pay. So I think you should just wait. Okay, there'll be frustrations, but as it was discussed in the earlier discussion, you should take your frustrations in prayers, and you take them in front of God, because you don't know if maybe he has a better plan for you. Maybe you just need to be a little bit patient, and something bigger is coming on your way. So I think you should just give it time, take it to prayers, and wait for his for his grace and mercies to reach you. So yes, I think there's no point of taking action because you're jealous. And if the right methods are used, then there's no point of being jealous or confronting her, because maybe it was just her time. Yes, so yes, I can only say you take it to prayers. Prayers do miracles, yes.
Amazing, yes. So at the end of the day, God, kila siku. Every answer you need is in God. Everything you need is from God. So Joy, you're a model, and definitely being a model means makeup at times, means dressing to the occasion. You guys mnaonanga gowns, watu wanavanga, eh? I don't know if you see how they dress up. So at times I have this friend of mine that would tell me how to dress. If I dress up, they'll be like, hapana, hiyo haimatch na hiyo, toa hiyo. And by the time I'm realizing she doesn't want me to look nice, she's actually trying to underdress me, you know, until at some point nikamwambia, I think I can handle myself. I know what matches with what, so I'll just do it on my own. Have you ever experienced such a thing? Probably you have this gown of yours that you want to dress, or you have 3 of them, unashindwa sasa ni gani inaendana na hii. Probably there is a gala night or cultural something. You have to choose between that, and then you realize or you notice, hey, this person is not like helping me from a point of love. They are actually jealous. Have you ever experienced such? And probably how did you handle it?
Okay. Well, yes, I've ever experienced it, and it's like maybe you are all together, you are going in the same runway, so she wouldn't want you to be better than her. But me, whatever I say, whatever I choose is whatever I want. So I'll just ask you, ndo nijue like wewe unaonaje.
Yeah.
But me, whatever I've seen is what I've slept over it, and I've been like, nimelala nikapiga hiyo picha, niko na hii nikivaa itakuwa. So when I'm asking you, I'm just like asking you if it's better, and if you see like you're choosing the one that I'm not, I'll be like, na kuona wewe, you're trying to do something, but me and the one that you're going to tell me to wear, I'm not going to wear it. Utanipata kwa runway nimevaa sasa ile nye huko ataka nivae. So you'll be the one feeling bad, you see. So but like you just be good and just appreciate what's good. Because you never know. Maybe I've worn that one, and maybe even itafika point, and maybe you are from the same size and will like want to take my gown. So like if you are jealous for me, hiyo time kikuwa kwa runway, so like mbona nikupe gown yangu vae na ulikuwa utaki nivae hiyo, you see. So it's things that happen. I'll say whatever Hannah said. We just need to pray, because yes, it might be not your time to get that job or into that interview, but at the end of the day, maybe huyo mwenye ameenda kwa hiyo job, maybe there'll be an opportunity yatokea tu in the same place, and who will be the first person to recommend? It's you. So if you're jealous for me, why should I recommend you to come here and work being me with the same circle, and you're just jealous of me. So we should just be good. You might not know, like huyu ameenda hapo ndo maybe anakufungulia njia in the same place. You see, so just pray about it and always just have that sisterhood and just that girlhood.
Amazing. Yes, that is it from Joy. Nilitaka kumuuliza kama nguo yake ishairaruriwa, because I know people can get to that extent. There is this gown you want to wear, is the one you've decided. Alafu kesho unapata wow. Have you ever experienced that?
Hata sikuraruliwa, like mtu anaichukua surely. You've got, because maybe you're in the runway and you have maybe a category you're going to use these shoes or maybe these accessories. Na ukifika backstage like huzipati, so like utafanya nini? You just don't have, maybe you're the next one to be in the runway. You just have to cope with it, but deep down uko like huyo. And mind you, maybe mwenye amekufanyia hivyo sasa utashinda, atakuchukulia crown. Haezi, see, maybe you've already won it, and maybe alifanya hivyo ndio maybe usipate the crown ama usipate the title, you see.
But you still get it.
Yeah,
What's
just
yours?
pray God. Hey.
Amazing. Yes, because I was thinking being a model must be crazy. Kwanza if you're surrounded by friends who aren't for your good as always. Anyways, let's get to hear from Mercy. What is your definition of true friendship? How do you know that this person is my true friend? Like when does it get to a point and you now feel, I think, hata ukiuliza probably who's your best friend, that person will come to your mind. How does someone get to such kind of a level?
Well, I would say you feel it. Kuna ile kitu unasikianga tu ndani ya roho yako that mjango ukweli ananibeba ufala. And I would define a true friend like someone who is there with you through thick and thin. Through thick and thin, regardless of whatever, man. Yani, my best friend, man, she's called Mwende. Cheers to you. I would see her. There's a time I was so sick, terribly sick in school, and I was vomiting, and she would clean my mess. She would literally clean that mess. Matapiko ya mtu imagine una mop. And I would see her. She'd always cheer me up. And I look at her like someone who would always open doors for me, man. So mi nikikuja kwa TV, nikipata chance ya kujua that they need someone like her, I tell her. I know that there's a job opportunity somewhere for her, I tell her. How's your mom doing? We pray together. How are you doing? We pray together. Telling you that truly, Mwende, that is a toxic relationship and you don't need to be there. Please, can you just check? Not for the bad, but you just deserve better. And you genuinely see. I know for a fact that fake friendships unazisikianga kwa roho. Unaonanga ukweli. And I keep telling people that the moment you notice that, walk away. Don't stay there. Just walk away. So, na vitu kama hizi pia, they come with so much prayer because you do not know. I know there's a place that it's written, someone who's jealous is equivalent to a witch. And that is just so terrible. And whatever the Bible asks us to do to witches, man, terrible for real. So some of these things is just prayer, because man, Mwende ni mtu alitoka coast, mi sikuwa ijua that tunaweza kuwa mabeshte hivyo. And my brothers as well. So you will know. And they will tell you, they will correct you. A sign to show you that someone is a fake friend is that they will never correct you. They will always leave you to fall and sink and sink and sink. Nukishanguka kabisa, they're like, oh my God, my dear, what happened? Man.
And they were watching.
It's time we just level up, man.
Yeah. Amazing. So, Hannah, there are things we call personality types. We know of choleric, sanguine, and all that. So, how do you find a person who speaks a lot becoming a friend to someone who's very silent? Like if I was to say here, I'd say Hannah is very silent. So then you find somebody who is so talkative, ako everywhere, kama mimi, anaongelesha kila mtu and everything, yeah. How does it get to those guys becoming friends and actually becoming very good friends? Or are personality types not really a factor for when it comes to friendships?
Well, I think most of the time is like that. A silent friend meets an extrovert. Most of the time is like that. But I don't think personality really affects how you be friends, because most of my friends are extroverts like I am. I'm not that silent actually.
Okay.
So,
So please. Okay.
so yes, but I think a silent friend and getting an extrovert is good, because like there's okay, kuna situations zingine you need that talkative friend, like ule mtu akukutetea wakukupigania. You know, silent people pendi mambo nyingi, but you need that friend anakwambia no, you can't just let that slide, I need to deal with this. So yes, you need a silent person needs a very talkative friend, huyo wakukupigania. Then kuna huyo silent anakwambia sometimes no, chill sasa, you're exceeding. So it's good if you are silent, you need a talkative friend. I think the combination is better kuliko two talkative people. Hamtaelewana sana. Most of the time, that is.
Amazing. So, Joy, you can tell us probably, personally, I am a believer of sitting down and talking things over. If we have a problem, we sit down and we're like, okay, where is the problem? Can we sort it out? So what do you think we should do? If I feel like I'm jealous, or I feel like I'm sensing some jealousy from you as my friend, is sitting down and talking about it going to help? Is it the best option for that? Or how should we handle it? Because now if we are friends and we genuinely care about each other, because as in you never notice that jealousy is actually creeping in, yeah? So how do we handle it?
To me, I'll say honesty and communication is key to all type of relationship, either with your fiance, either friendship, any. Honesty and communication is key, because if you communicate to me now, I'll know maybe Appa, by the way, you did something to me and I wasn't happy about it, and I'll change on that. You see, even when you're honest with me, you're like, by the way, Joy, nilipenda tu venye ulipata hiyo title, but kuna vile nilikuwa nasikia vibaya juu tulikuwa the same runway. Yeah, I'll feel like, yes, it's actually it's very okay. It's very okay, because hata wewe maybe we were together hapo na pia ulikuwa ataka kupata hiyo. So I'll be like, maybe next time. So if I see any other opportunity, maybe in another runway, whatever I did to get that title, I'll advise you to do that. You see, because we are not the same. I'll do maybe something. Maybe we might be the same on the walks and the outfits, nini, but when it comes, there is something that the judges will see that's unique from the others. You see. So if you ask me, I'll tell you, but I did this and this and this, and that may be what the judges saw. So if you're honest with me and tell me, I'll advise you and I'll give you the tricks that I used. And even if you communicate to me, I'll tell you, by the way, if you use this route, you might reach there. And if you use this route, maybe you might fail. You see? So just communicate to your friends so that they'll see maybe the type of friendship we have. Because as Mercy has said, someone who will see you sink and sink, that's not a true friend. A true friend is the one who will like correct you. I better tell you the bitter truth than a sweet lie. Because if you tell me a bitter truth, I'll be like, maybe huyu amona hapa hivi. Maybe to me I'll feel like unanionia hivi, but at the back of my mind I'll be like, by the way, ni ukweli. Then just to seeing me and sink and sink and sink, and then you come to me all with the crocodile tears, I'm really sorry. No, don't come to me lying. Just be honest with me. Ukimwona nimefanya hivi, niambie. Me, I'm always open to correction, because nobody is perfect actually.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably Mercy, as we wind up, because I see time is going, what advice would you give to girls in regards to choosing friends?
I would tell them to be as open-minded as possible. If possible, think without the box, man, because the box is going to limit you. So think without it, and being open to corrections, knowing that which you're looking for. You know, there are times you sit down and ask yourself, why do I need you in my life? What benefit am I getting from you? Naona venye watu wanasemanga, niko na mademu wangu wa sherehe, niko na mademu wangu wa kwenda kanisa, niko na mademu wangu wa picnics, road trips. Why are you bringing that person in your life? And this person that you're bringing in your life, please make sure that they can be all round. They can correct you, they can rebuke you, they can motivate you, they can mentor you. You can learn something from them. You can cheer each other up. And above all, just pray, man. Pray, because some of these things are so spiritual that we do not understand. We've gotten to see situations on TikTok, stories on TikTok, where a girl anatoa dem mwenzake sadaka. Pole pole tu. And you didn't know. And this is someone you trusted with your entire heart, thinking that this is my sister. So would ask you to pray. I would ask you to have a goal and a motive of why you need this person in your life. It is true what Hannah said. For me, I think unlike poles attract, man. So if you're introvert, try get an extrovert. If you're an extrovert, try and get an ambivert and all that. Itakufungua akili as much as possible. And also doing a background check. You're my friend, where do you come from? Where your parents, stuff like that, which is not built on a one-day conversation. Pole pole too, you get to know them, you get to see, and you tick your boxes to see, is this person worth being deep into my life, or is there a place I need to put a boundary to it? Yeah.
Amazing. So Hannah, probably you can give us a lesson you've learned throughout your life, one that has stood out for you in regards to friendship. Quickly.
Okay. One lesson I've learned throughout my friendship life, I would say you don't call everyone you get in your life a friend. Take time. Some are just acquaintances. They don't deserve to be a friend. So be very keen in choosing who is your friend. Be very keen in giving someone that title. So yes, be very wise in choosing your friends. Friendship is not built in one day conversation. So yes, that's what I would say as my lesson.
Amazing. Joy, since you are outside in the open, probably when you're doing the runways or you're doing your modeling, how do you celebrate each other? Because now you've mentioned some of the people that you are contesting with are your friends, yeah? So along the way, how have you come to learn to celebrate your friends' wins as they celebrate your wins as well? Because you guys are friends as well as competitors. Yes.
I'll say that first of all, you should just be happy for each other, because when you go to the runway, there is the boot camp, but first you go in the training session. So that's where you're going to meet now different people. Maybe like it's an international pageant, so you'll meet people from different counties and you don't know them. So like before calling that boot camp that we go, it usually helps us just to know each other. And ukikuwa hapo, you'll be like, in this period, maybe this 1 month or 2 weeks training, who am I, who is worth to be called a close friend? Someone maybe, because in the bootcamp you're just far away, it's like a boarding way. So like you'll be like, who's that one person I'll be always calling? Maybe if I want some advice, maybe kwenye ametoka kona hii kuniambia, you see. So like just check. As she has said, it's not a one day thing. So in that whole session, just slowly just know who's worth to be called your friend and who's worth not to be called your friend. So just look at your circle, and maybe you might have a lot of people, maybe like you've got 1,000 contacts, and not all your friends. Yes, they'll be just viewing your status, but maybe ukikuwa na shida uweke hapo hivyo story, they'll be hapo hivyo status, they'll be like just view and ignored. Yes, view and ignored. So like whoever you call your friend, just know them very well. And even those friendship, kuna, yes, you might be friends, but kuna zile boundaries. Like nimekujua na jua hapa, kuna vitu siwezi kuambia, na kuna huyu mwenye I'll tell everything.
Amazing. So time is not on our side. You can still tell us where we can find you online.
In all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Special Joy. Yes, and as I said, I'm a model, a commercial model, open to work with any brand. Yes.
Amazing. Hannah, where can we find you online?
Okay, you can find me in Instagram, TikTok. Yes. Okay, Instagram, TikTok. Okay, yes. And Facebook, you can find me there at Sheiks Williams, Jushi Thrift. Yeah, like that.
Amazing. Yeah, so Mwende?
On TikTok, Instagram at ms.mercy_mwende. And please, you also can follow the social media page that I am currently handling, AAC Bomani Youth, on TikTok and Instagram.
Amazing. Yes. I hope you've learned something. I know the time was tumefeel ni kama masaa imekimbia. I think it's because we had a lot we wanted to talk about. Yeah, there was a lot we wanted to say, but yes, that's where we're going to put an end to our conversation for the day. But I'm very sure we're going to have these and more. Tutawakaribisha again and again, because we need to understand how to handle fake friends, because like the post we had earlier, it's just about fake friendship. So we need to get a remedy to this. Anyways, this has been Y in the Morning. I hope you've enjoyed every bit of every segment that we have had for the day. And you can find us on all social media platforms at Y254 channel. I hope you've loved it. I have been your host for the day, Eliza Kimani. Please, kesho, and next week we're gonna be here, #Y in the morning.